today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Tennessee Titans.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in at 15-0, one win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their -3-game win streak. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. And now early on in this one, we get our first look at this offense. On 1st and 10, Fleming got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevens. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. Yeah. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. So, Charles, you think about this ball game, really, the stakes could not be much higher, especially for a contest that takes place in the regular season. Wouldn't you agree?
Without a doubt, partner, because the adrenaline is pumping throughout this stadium, including right here in the announce booth. And let's face it, we can see a playoff berth clinched today, and that's got to be the top story. But if that's the case, it also means we're witnessing a comeback for the ages, capped in the best way possible. Because less than 1 year ago, we weren't sure whether or not we'd see this quarterback step on the field again and play at the level we once saw him play. Now he's almost certainly to win Comeback Player of the Year, and there will be some MVP buzz if he secures his team a playoff spot.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Operating from the gun, Fleming. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, Fleming. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Off play action. Fleming. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No score as of yet. Defenses have ruled here into the 2nd quarter. But here's another 3rd down situation to check in on. Looking to throw. Keys goes to Ware on the screen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high...
They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Five yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. From the gun, they run with Ware. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Let's see what this defense can do here. Ball at the 18-yard line in the red zone. Running on 1st down with Ware. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Operating from the gun, Keys. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
10. Bears nothing.
This offense has struggled. They have not scored yet. They trail, but a chance here late in the second quarter to try to get some points on the board. Off the play fake. Fleming. And Diggs has it. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 48 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Fleming. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Kevin Byard.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. Unless he has a Julio Jones-type 300-yard game in him that Julio did against the Panthers in 2016. Time to jump back in. This defense already 2 scores down. Points here would certainly make their road back a tough one. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
Offense.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Back to throw. Keys. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Keys. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Still searching for that first interception in this game and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and a big reason why they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses is that they want to be the ones that have a huge impact on the game and actually lead their teams to victory. So you just noted 3 interceptions last week, and they won. And a little extra pressure that they're feeling right now because they haven't gotten those interceptions in this.
Time to hop in as this defense will need to make a red zone stop, starting with his 2nd and 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fleming. That's caught by Hollister. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Well, look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun. Fleming. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly.
Zone situation forthcoming as this defense will need to step up here. 1st and 10. Ball at the 19. Throwing on 1st down. Keys. He's got Smith here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 11.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the gun, Keys. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
The pass.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On fourth down, Keys. And that is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Bears will get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
A solid drive here has this offense in really good position. Can they finish the drive off? Let's find out. It's 1st and 10 inside the red zone. On first down, Fleming firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they can get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
3rd and 1.
The Bears on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This is caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate.
Change may very well be forthcoming as this offense in field goal range already and looking for more here in the fourth quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Operating from the gun, Keys. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go.
A big drive now for this offense. They'll have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Fleming. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The drive of the game forthcoming. This offense, a field goal does them no good. They need to get in the end zone. The good news, they have all 3 timeouts left. Let's see how this plays out. Back to throw. It's complete to Robinson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put out one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Fleming. It's complete to Diggs. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered by...
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
The Titan ball carrier.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. A tough way for such a memorable season to end, Charles. And you know this quarterback has to be encouraged that he was able to make it through the entire season completely healthy. But making the playoffs again, that was always the goal.
And unfortunately, this comeback will be remembered to have fallen short of that mark. And I don't know if that's fair or not, but that's the way it goes in the NFL. Give him plenty of credit and recognition, though, for putting in the days and days of work in the offseason to get himself ready. But in the NFL, it all comes back to wins and losses. And on this day, the loss takes precedence.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.
As you'd expect, the locker room was down after losing a game that would have put us in the playoffs with a win. But the way the guys showed their appreciation for the work I had put in to come back really meant a lot to me. At that point, I was reminded of a very valuable NFL lesson. Even though I'd made it back to the high level I was used to, individual play doesn't really matter if the team isn't succeeding. One piece of advice I always give to the young players coming into the NFL is not to take the end of the year awards for granted. Between the star power on hand and the amazing history of the league, it's an honor to be there. I took time to rest up and get ready for the next season. Tried to focus on getting my mind and body right, you know? And I needed it for what came next.
That was a comeback for the ages, and it was a treat to watch.
It was one of those situations where, when you've been around long enough, you just start to see the game differently. It's almost like everything slows down around you.